I laughing at the third dimensional concept of time. I do appreciate your courtesy, Sabrina.
Oh, well,
You are very
thank you.
courteous. You are courteous. Yes, wonderful.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, which is what Takura would also say to you if she were here, which she is, just not here, is that we do not take our time for you as if we are benevolent beings coming down and doing you a favor. We need you to grow. We need to inspire. We need you. You need us. The world is on fire. Oh, the world is on fire. Your world.
So, so what
Your
about us?
world is on fire. And so many of you are sleeping and sleeping. Oh, we observe from a big distance or not. It is up to us to choose. Distance, no distance. However, we wish for you to wake up more and more and more. Those who are awakened and are active and are trying, we need you more. I am sorry to say this because you are already doing so much of what you can do. But we do not come simply to be benevolent. We are not doing you a favor. You are doing us a favor. We are doing the universe a favor. We are all helping each other. Do you
So in what
understand?
way? Yeah, in what way do we help you?
When you grow and you reach out and you bring more light to your world, this brings more light to all of us, to the galaxy. Can you understand that?
Yes.
When Earth becomes the light being she is meant to be, this allows us to be more free. We are all connected. You think perhaps we don't feel what you feel, or you're suffering, or whatever is going on. We are not as detached. Although we are on another planet, we have another culture, people can, whatever you want to call it.
So are you?
Suffering is suffering, and it reverberates throughout the universe. Can you comprehend that the suffering on this earth is vibrating, is reverberating throughout the universe? Can you comprehend that?
Yes.
So, of course, if Earth becomes the light being she is meant to be, we suffer less with you, we rejoice more with you, we feel less sorrow, less pressure, less frustration, because we cannot reach you really. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Is that not one of your commercials on TV?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
The mind is very difficult to reach. The mind is very difficult to change. You know this.
So can you talk to us a little bit about yours? I don't know how you call it there. We call it spirituality, ascension. Um, can you tell us about some of your practices? And because my idea for today was to try and learn from, I guess, different civilizations how do they implement into their daily lives their spiritual practices in order to help them grow and keep it integrated into their lives.
Dear Sabrina, I already knew this topic. I am around. I understood last night. Sephira gave it some thought. Heard something we have to say about it. We did have to, how to say it? Compare it to your doctorate studies. Those of you who have doctorates in philosophy or medicine or whatever, then you have a doctor coming to visit an elementary class and to explain how did they get their doctorate. They can explain that it took many years and it took research and a lot of writing and experiences. The thing is this: we don't need spiritual practices anymore. The process of ascension is that a civilization, a person, a group does not need spiritual practices any longer, because there is a oneness with the light. There is a oneness with the Creator. There is a oneness with one's male and female characteristics. There is a oneness with each other. There is a telepathy. We don't wallow in negative emotions any longer. They may come and go, they pass. There is injustice in the universe. There is terrorism in the universe. There is sadness, there is loss. But we do not wallow, and our telepathy allows us to lift each other up instantaneously if we so wish. Can you understand what I'm sharing with you? I know you can.
Yes.
So the only thing I might be able to share is togetherness. If you are not yet telepathic with each other, you will become telepathic with each other. Do you notice how some of you sound alike? Do you notice how some of you look alike? Have you noticed that?
Yes. Yes, I
You
have.
are becoming one. This is the process of becoming one in telepathy. But if you are not yet telepathic, to support each other, make Trinity groups, make groups where you call each other, write each other, support each other on a regular basis. Therefore, if one of you begins to fall down in emotion, the others can lift that person up without judgment. I could tell you, read beautiful words, listen to beautiful music, inspiring, unleash the truth within yourself, connect to the almighty male and female creator within yourself. Let go of the past, as you are also familiar with saying to each other. These things help momentarily when we are alone. When we are together, these things help a great deal. So it is only through togetherness. We are together. We are one with our Creator. But we are one with our Creator together. You are all so often isolated selves, trying to reach the top of the water for breath, but you are isolated selves. If you are together, you can create a ship to rise above, can you not? Together you can
Yes.
create any image you want, an image of unity. Kerr was speaking of a spaceship. You are all on a ship. You can think of it like that. You can think of it in any way you wish. A flying balloon. Imagine yourselves all together in one room. Instead of a hangout room, project yourselves into a room. Make that room beautiful, filled with fragrant flowers and deep, beautiful woods and whatever decorations you all want to put in this room, whatever crystals to make it beautiful. And practice meeting there with your hearts and minds as you share. Do away with the avatars. It is very hard to talk and connect telepathically, always, through an avatar. Do you do it because you are afraid of the government? Why do you use your avatars in Hangouts? Please explain.
I think some people are not quite comfortable putting themselves out there yet, letting everybody know that they are interested in this topic, this subject. Some people are camera shy, so I turn it on sometimes, and sometimes I don't. So I'm not that comfortable with the camera, but I will let the others answer, see if they have any other reasons.
Here is a suggestion before the others answer. There are those of you who know each other quite well, right? Is
Yes.
that correct? Okay. When you meet together, those of you in smaller groups, do you use your avatars then?
A lot of people do, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you
sometimes.
do. Well, you can make hangouts with new people who are not comfortable, with no requirements, and then you can make other hangouts with those who know well and let go of the avatars. Imagine yourself in a living room together. Share food, share drink, share an environment, share music. Become telepathic with each other. Practice telepathy. Then you become a support for each other. When you become the support, the question of what should we do to raise our spirituality is not that grave of a question anymore. You support each other. You support giving. Giving is a great part of spirituality.
Takira, are you Takira?
No.
I am Arusha. I am
Hi.
Arusha. Hello.
I'm sorry, I missed your name.
No problem. And you are?
My name is Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. I will open my eyes now for a moment.
Oh,
Okay, I see you.
I see you too.
I see you.
Yes. I have a question because I have the avatar for a different reason. It's not that I do not want to show myself. It's just that I prefer to be naked. But I have a question for you though. Do you believe that?
Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah. I am naked too.
It's not a thing that is
We are naked in our society. We don't need to show you. Did Sephira take off her clothes and make you more comfortable?
maybe so.
No.
But she may not feel comfortable with that.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
I think we should allow her to does it.
No.
So my question is, do you believe that avatars hinder us from being well connected and developing our telepathy? I wasn't aware of that hindrance.
In the beginning, it is fine. As I said, you need to create the comfort zones of how fast, how deeply you open up to each other. This is fine. As you get to know each other better, I would suggest that those of you who have been talking for a while, that you meet separately, not to create a separate group. You keep bringing your new brothers and sisters in with love. Spend time with them. I'm not suggesting you go off in a separate world, but once in a while, you meet separately. Create a living room, a beautiful place where you can feel naked, even if you have the lightest of negligees on, and share with each other. Imagine you are together. Share the intention. If one of you feels down, you listen and you support. Sephira had to do this with Sabrina before today. Her kids are really naughty. Hey, oh my goodness. So Sephira spoke with Sabrina. This helped her. This is all I'm saying. Your spiritual practices need to be together. Togetherness. Yes, of course, spending time with some meditation, beautiful music. There are the, what do they call them? The 428 megahertz binaural sounds, 520. You are familiar, yes?
I am, yes.
Yes.
I'm not sure if everyone else is, but
Yes. Yes. Sulfurgo sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
binaural sounds, yeah.
These will help raise your vibration as well as on an individual level.
Oh, lovely.
We try to raise our individual levels, but we don't really need that much work anymore. It's so automatic. It's so the oneness. So, raise your vibrations as individuals, but true spirituality is in community. This is true spirituality. It is in community. Can you see that?
Yes.
Please explain why you see that, how you see that.
It's well, it's from things I've learned from going to human churches and whatnot, and they become stronger together instead of separate. They become of one mind, even if that mind is, well, let's just say in that circumstance, they're reaching for something, but they don't know what. In this circumstance, it would make us stronger if we were a community. It would bring more people who are on our level of thinking together in a faster manner. So, yeah.
That is one definition. Very good. Here is another. But before I tell you, would anybody else like to explain why spirituality is being in community? This is a class.
Why is spirituality being what?
Why is being in community spirituality, and the result of spirituality being in community? Sarah explained so that we are together with like-minded and we support each other, like I've been suggesting. That's very true. There's another reason. Would anybody like to share?
I think it's also part of it is as we spend time together and we get to know each other, we start becoming more like-minded people. So we become a force, one force, as opposed to individual forces trying to accomplish something. And a bigger light, it's always stronger.
Okay, and what are you trying to accomplish?
Raise the vibration and of humanity, become more of who we truly are, become one with the one.
Yes. Let me say it in another word, please. This is simply service. Service.
Service to others.
Right?
Yes. Yes, and the gentleman gets a gold star.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, you are singing just like I do too. So awesome. We think alike. I like that.
Yes.
Go
Sir.
ahead, Prana, join her.
Yeah.
Jesus, our dear Jesus, who is our brother in the whole galaxy, spent many, many days alone in prayer, did he not?
Yes.
The rest of his time was in community, service, speaking, sharing, loving, sacrificing, serving. The rest of his time was in service and an example of non-judgmental, loving service. Non-judgmental, loving service. And it is so much easier to do this together as a community. Sabrina,
Yes.
if you began a human colony branch in your local city, do you think people would join it around you?
Yeah, eventually. Yes.
Not eventually, my dear. You know how ripe the tree is to bloom? Can you
Yeah.
see how ripe all of your trees are to bloom? There are so many waiting for human colonies to pop up everywhere.
Oh, okay.
So is that what we're to do, to start human colonies in our section of the neighborhood, so to speak?
Strengthen yourselves together here. And yes, I believe also Chakura spoke of this in one of her last channelings with Sephira, I believe. Yes. Oh, yes, let me think. It was when. Oh, someone spoke of being ambassadors. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
And Chakura said, you can build human colonies in your cities. Then you can be ambassadors of your cities. You have a city. You have a colony. You have a ship around you. Right? Then we
Yes.
can come to you and say, this is our ambassador. And this ambassador is connected to his or her communities around them. They are connected to the local government. So, if nobody knows you, and we choose you as an ambassador, who is going to hear you?
That's true.
To whom will you speak? Oh, my dears. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Does this scare you?
No.
Yes, it
It's a
does.
little bit daunting.
Yes. Yeah.
I know it scares you. It's a scary thing.
I'm imagining myself going into my neighborhood, which, oh my God.
You
Oh.
don't need, Sarah, you don't need to go anywhere. You just do what Max did. You begin a website. Let people join. Keep it connected to the mothership, as Chakura spoke.
Mm-hmm.
Hucolo. Keep it connected. Keep each other connected. You're each building. You're each captains. And as captains, you communicate with each other. You support each other. You raise each other up. You help each other if you're falling. You share. You spend time. And you support each other, building your own ships in your own areas. You don't have to go out and face the ugly mob. Many of them will not believe you. And would like to throw stones at you.
Yes. Thank
Yes.
you.
I know. I know how your world goes. I am not a total stranger to it. How? So, you start a website, build a little group, or a blog, something where you invite people, or they will be attracted to you of like mind.
Mm-hmm.
So you take this model of human colony, you take this model of building telepathy together, you uphold this, do not let it go, you uphold it, strengthen the net, and while you strengthen the net, you branch out.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you can also serve in your communities. You build a community to serve. If you don't have people around you to serve, you build one, and then you serve. And they will serve you back, and you will serve, and you will grow in spirituality. Through service comes joy. Through joy comes the raising of your vibration. Through the raising of your vibration opens your heart to express love. Through expressing love, you attract people to that fragrance of the love coming from your heart. You attract more people. You can serve more people. They want to serve you. They attract more people through the joy, through the high vibration, through the love.
You're beautiful.
We are all beautiful. Sarah, you should see what each of your spirits look like. You are all very beautiful.
May I ask what's your name again? I didn't get your name, sorry.
It is Arusha.
Arusha.
I am a blue Pleiadian from planet 3.
I see.
Oh,
No
very
wonder
nice
we
to
are
meet
alike because I am a Pleiadian, like I have 6% Pleiadian too, so we have a sense of humor.
We do.
And
Lakesh also has a
so does
great...
Lakesh, exactly. Because I'm always cracking jokes.
Oh, that is beautiful. Here is the thing. Here is the thing. The heaviness of this earth, the heaviness, the karma, it brings a kind of levity. When you are free, when you are liberated, so to speak, from this levity, when the vibration is high and the joy is singing, it is very natural to have a sense of humor. Everything is funny. Of course, sorrow is not funny, and nor is pain. So
No.
we are not making light of your pain. Simply help each other through the levity. Help each other through the levity. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
I was wondering, your name, Ashura, does that...
Arusha.
Arusha.
Yeah.
Arusha.
Arusha.
Sorry. Does that have anything to do with like light at all? Or color?
Let me see. Let me see.
Or the
Just a
blue
moment.
color?
Arusha, 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 Arusha. It has more to do with joy.
I see.
Well, you
Okay.
have plenty of that.
Thank you.
Joy and light.
Is your civilization similar to Lakesh, or is yours slightly different?
Sephira does not have access to that information right now.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. It is still Jakir and I. We speak to Sephira's mind. She will learn to let us completely in so that we can give you information more freely. Does this make sense?
Yes, I understand because I channel also, so I understand.
I am sorry.
That is
I'm
okay.
not sorry. Sephira is sorry.
Sorry about.
Sephira. Sephira is always sorry. We have got to get her out of this habit.
Yes.
Sorry. I am going to. Sarah, your laugh makes me laugh. I am going to help her get out of her. I am so sorry. Sabrina, all of you are so beautiful, amazing beings of light. If you could just see the light. I just suggest to you, if I might, to keep your vibration high so that you only attract high vibrational energy as you can.
Yes.
Yes. It doesn't
Yes.
always look the same. It doesn't always look the same. But you will feel the difference. Is that not true?
Yes. Is
Yes.
there
Sarah,
Yes.
can you feel joy when you channel?
Sometimes, and then sometimes I'm in my mind and there's a lot of down times in my mind that I'm not very joyous.
One of the residues of channeling would be a feeling of love in your heart when you are done, or for some time after. It's like a residue of golden dust left
So
behind.
because I've been thinking about that actually. Something in me has been stopping me from channeling outside of Naga because Naga doesn't require my mind. I feel kind of stuck. And even though I want to channel like a dronist and Kena, who is part of me, I just feel very sad at times. And
May I please say something?
what did you say?
May I please make a suggestion?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. The word here is trying. The word is trying. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't need to try. There's no trying. Focus on one. Perfect that one. Enjoy that one for a while. You can have many beings attached to you, connected to you. They don't all need to channel through you. All in a short time. It's like a mother having babies. 5 babies in 3 years. 10 babies in 5 years. It's exhausting. Oh. Enjoy. Enjoy. Choose one. And enjoy. And develop that relationship. When you are ready for the next one, it will happen. There is no race for time. You have so much time. There is no race. You are racing with yourself. You are racing with yourself. That's why you feel sad. Does this make sense?
Yes. I feel like I should be further along.
Oh, there's the operational word. There's
Yeah.
the operational word. Which one is it? Which one is it?
Should.
Should. Should. You are perfect in this moment with what you have and what you are doing, and there is no should. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Makes us feel what?
Less than.
Less than. It makes guilt feelings. There's no competition, Sarah. You have so much time. You are competing with yourself. Allow, if you choose Naga and you feel her energy is beautiful and developing, then choose and stay and enjoy and learn. And then the others will come. You tell them, wait your turn. Wait your turn. Yes, you are in control. Each one of you are in control. You do not have to channel. You do not have to do anything but be here and absorb and raise and learn and support. This can happen in a society where something becomes the norm. Then there is pressure to fulfill the norm. It is unspoken. It can be a loving environment, and still there is the pressure to fulfill the norm. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves.
Yes, 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 yes. Instead of the word pressure, sing a song.
Takatuno asya katua salana nanaku siala katua sakini ayukatananashi.
Kinahalaha. Go ahead, I'm singing with you.
Tokusi yaskutanaha haluanashi. Inahana katoshini ayukatu hanashi. Akatani yayashini askatana hayashi.
Okay, very good. Beautiful.
I'm so about to cry.
I had a melody. I lost it. It doesn't matter. It's all good.
Cry. I'm serious.
What, Sarah?
Sing a song. Let go. Breathe the pressure away. Fly. Get into an air balloon, which is full of beautiful colors. Just imagine yourself. I'm going to take a nice book and a nice cup of coffee. Just relax and fly. At the same time, your world is on fire. Does it sound contradictory? Perhaps.
What do you mean by on fire?
Oh, there's so much. There's so much to do, so much to help, so much to raise. So, we push you to raise yourselves up. We do. However, you take your moments of your day. You give yourself joy. Raise your vibration. Spend time with each other. Figure out how to put the fires out of this world together. Because alone, no one can do it alone. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well. I started by telling you, we need you. We need you to raise yourselves up for the universe to be at peace because the earth is affecting everything. Yes. There is conflict not only from the earth, but the earth is part of the galaxy, and your darkness affects everything around it. It reverberates. So we need you, but we need you to need each other. We need you to need each other. Create a net, lift each other up, take time for your coffee and your balloon, meditate, raise your vibration, enjoy, come together, build communities, serve. Yes, then you can put out the fires together.
Okay, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline, do you have any questions, or Prana?
I think if I did, mine would be, do you have any wise words for Sephira herself?
Ah. Who is speaking? Caroline?
Yeah, Caroline.
Hello, hello Caroline.
Hello.
Sephira is being taken care of. We are. Jim is. You are. Sabrina is. Laura is. Many of you are taking care of Sephira. Encouragement, holding up the net. If one should fall, applies the same for Sephira as for all of you. We create a net, we support, we hold each other up. If one should fall, we help lift that person up. Is that not true?
Yes.
You are all doing it. You are all doing this for Sephira. It is a very kind question. Thank you, Caroline.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sephira would support and love all of you as you are supporting and loving Sephira.
I have no questions. I am just enjoying your energy.
Oh, thank you, Prana. Prana, what is your idea of spirituality and community? Community creating spirituality, spirituality creating community. What are your ideas?
Wow, so you did go back to that question. I thought you already gave me a gold star for the answer.
I want to hear it more expanded, please. What does it mean to serve one another?
That is how we actually expand within oneself. It's the nature of being service to others by helping, by being selfless, and without having any expectations in return, will allow oneself to be full of love, to be whole, to be in joy all the time, because your heart comes from this place of love, and it is full of love, and all you have to give to others is love, without any expectations, and hence you are emitting this love energy field that increases the vibration of the people around you and in a community, and no matter where you go, people will feel that energy, and it'll help them to understand things a little bit more. And even if some people are just service to self, they might realize that being service to others brings them more joy. So when you are in a community in that way, it is infectious that how love and joy can transmute and transform the society, the community, and after that, the whole world. So that's why, and it is spiritual. Love, I believe, is the highest form of spirituality because it's void of any greed, uh, or having this desire to possess stuff. It's about letting go, be free, and be in love.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. There are, thank you, Prana. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There are communities around you in need of help, are there not? Already existing?
Sorry?
In your towns, in each of your towns, there are groups, communities of service, are there not?
I am not aware of that at the moment. I did look for it, but I couldn't find where I am at.
You mean any kind of community where we could be of service to others? Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, because
Yes, there are.
it is important to get away from your computers and go out and touch and serve also. This is a form of spirituality. This is a form of service without the slightest expectation of anything in return, as Prana was just explaining. From each other, you have a net of support, give and take and support. When you go out and touch the world, it is without expectation. It is unconditional. This increases your spirituality. It is not only the ETs that increase your spirituality. We can only give you guidance. Although I read recently on your website that guidance is the opposite of free will.
Oh, Jesus. Yes,
It
that's
matters not. It matters not. Every thought pattern has its place. It matters not. However, I want to say your source of spirituality is each other, is yourselves, is music, is vibrational resources, is service to each other and support, and building an ambassadorship in your areas and supporting each other as captains, staying connected to the mothership. However, there is a whole other aspect of spirituality, and it is what I have just mentioned. To leave your home, to sojourn into the world. The world is a harsh and painful place for many. Sephira hides from you too, I know. But it is the place to learn to give unconditional, and to grow, and to find mirrors of our own darkness to liberate. Oh my, I have made this heavy, have I not? I am sorry. Sephira is sorry.
Sephira has no need to be sorry.
Have I made this now heavy for you?
No. We understand that being of service to others helps ourselves also.
It
So
is very confronting, I know. I pick up the feeling, I know. It is hard. It is hard to go out of our comfort zones.
But it's also true that whenever we tackle or not confront, but work on something that you perceive is as hard, then, and if we solve that, if we go through it, then it won't become hard at all. So that's a growing thing. It's not a challenge, but it's something to learn from.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Sabrina,
yes.
you asked me in the beginning, our spiritual practices. I shared that our telepathy makes it, and our oneness with all, and our oneness with light, makes it unnecessary to have specific practices, as I have been suggesting to you. I mentioned, build and practice your telepathy. I'm going to summarize. Build and practice your telepathy. Support each other if anyone falls through the net. Those of you who know each other well, meet in smaller groups once in a while, not to be exclusive, but to practice telepathy. Make a living room for yourselves, a comforting place. Imagine you are there together. Practice telepathy. Practice lifting each other up. Individually, you can listen to vibrational music, whatever lifts up your vibration so that you feel joy. Support each other to grow, yet not under so much pressure with channeling and these kind of things that you feel there is a measuring stick for you to be better or worse by. Simply grow together, create blogs, websites in your areas, go out and serve the community around you. These are all practices. I would, for the future of our communication, practice your telepathy by what I shared and how I shared it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I don't know how Sephira is doing right now. If she's getting
I am not in her body. I am not in her whole body. She's fine.
Okay.
She's thank you. She is good. She's good. I'm good.
Feeling good.
However, this was a great deal of information at once. It is nothing you don't know. I'm not suggesting you are unintelligent. However, the emotional body is digesting. Think about how you can support each other to build your own local human colonies, how you can support each other to raise your vibrations, practice telepathy, discuss this with each other, create ideas, aside from the hangouts, or maybe different types of hangouts. They don't all need to be on air, as you know, and see what you can do with this information. I feel this is the best route at the moment. Therefore,
Arusha.
I will go.
Arusha,
Yes.
I wanted to ask you a question before you left. Is it okay?
You can
Or
try.
do you have to? Okay.
You can try.
I wanted to ask you about my telepathy and can you tell me like if I am telepathic or like how am I doing in telepathy? Because I feel like I had heard couple sounds like words in my head a couple days ago and stuff like that, but I really don't get telepathic messages like Sabrina or some other channelers. So if you could enlighten me on that, I would appreciate it.
Where does telepathy begin? Prana.
In the heart?
Yes. It starts in the heart. So, you have a lot of spirits around. Spirit guides, angels, entities, ancestors. You hear voices. Does not necessarily mean you are telepathic. However, prana, you are all telepathic or you would not be here because you answered a telepathic call. You heard a telepathic signal. You came to this website. You joined together here. You feel good in your heart, do you not?
Yes.
Yes. This is the beginnings and the developments of telepathy. It is knowing the intention. It is feeling what others are feeling. It is understanding, without too many words, what is happening. You will notice the more time you spend with each other, this happens very naturally and automatically.
Yes,
Does it
I
not?
feel in that sense, yeah, I'm very intuitive.
There you go. So, you are developing well with your telepathy. And you will, as a group, develop your telepathy.
So,
As
in
we,
other words, intuitiveness and telepathy is the same?
it is part of the same, yes, because your intuition picks up a signal, does it not, from the other person?
Yes. Uh-huh. And it's
Telepathy
very
all
fast for me.
signals, yes. You can pick up, oh, this person is not feeling well today. This person looks like they're smiling, but I feel something else. I
Right,
better be
exactly.
careful. You feel intuitively. This is a big part of telepathy, yes. At some point, you might be able to pick up on each other's thoughts without much problem. For example, here is a little game you can practice. When you start to meet in smaller groups to practice your telepathy, one of you can choose each week which one it is, picks a color that you will all wear to this meeting. You practice picking up on this color. And then you will find when you meet and you drop your avatars, you will be wearing the same color. You can have each one of you in a small group say, let's begin a little story. Let's all concentrate on the beginning of this story. Then you all write a few sentences of this story, and when you meet, you may find telepathically that this story is so harmonious and fitting together. Maybe even you all have the same ideas. Little ways to practice your telepathy and oneness. Oneness, telepathy, telepathy, oneness, intuition, heart, love, service. Does this answer your question, Prana?
Yes, and I thank you so much for, for answering that question, even though you had to leave. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Prana. Prana and all of you bring me and us as much joy as we want to give to you. It is an equal measure. I want you to understand. It is an equal measure of giving and joy and learning. We learn from you, you learn from us. It's all one. It's all good.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Say.
Namaste. Much
Namaste.
love. Sing a song. Sing a song. And be in joy.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Welcome back, Sephira.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
It was awesome. I loved the channel that came through you. So much like good, positive energy and always like happy and smiling. It reflects
Awesome.
my heart.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What does that say? What if I like bugs and then bugging me because I find it amusing and entertaining? What's the
Oh,
bug?
no. Sabrina was talking about she called me because she wanted to bug me a little bit. But
Oh,
my like what I don't find it as bugging, you know, it's that's why I was just
Right. No, because he was talking about telepathy, right?
yeah.
So he said that he heard somebody calling him or something. He was telling Arusha. So I called you to this life again so that I could bug you.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
So then he wrote what he wrote.
Ah, okay. Oh, you like bugs. Yeah. So good.
yeah.
Who's the gentleman with the sure Israel? Hello, Israel. Are you there?
Yeah, he doesn't speak English. Well,
Oh,
he understands it, and he
Yes,
reads
I'm
it.
here, but
Oh, there he is.
yeah,
oh,
I
hello.
listen. Hi.
Just want to say hi. I had my eyes closed most of the time. I opened them to look at Sarah and Caroline. I mean, of course, I know Sabrina.
Safira,
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. Like, so when you opened your eyes, did you see through your eyes like normal, or did you see through Arusa's eyes?
No, my eyes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I want to reach a point where I can allow. Actually, she was more in me than I thought. She said she's not very much in me at all, but I felt
Right.
when she left. I felt when she left a kind of pressure on my back that maybe she was there. I don't know, but at the moment, it's a process to allow. Um, I would like to allow more, like Jim, where he's just a little bit there, so that their personalities can come out, and my personality is not interfering in any way. Although they will still use.
We need a lot bigger view of this.
Yeah, that she said you've got to open your mind a bit more or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is somebody talking with you, Liney?
Just to tell you in the background.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's
Do
good.
we want to stay still on live, or do we want to go off whatever you guys want to do? Let me know.
Well, I would like to say hi to Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hello, lovely to connect with you again, Sephira.
Thank you, Dan. You too. And
Awesome.
who else?
Awesome to see that Topaz making a little visit through you as well.
Oh, thank you. Yes. I don't know. Did you? When did you come in? How long have you been here?
Not long, probably about 20 minutes.
Okay. This was Arusha from the Blue Pleiadian Planet 3.
Oh, okay.
What a coincidence. Blue Pleiadians. Hi, Sephira. It's Wendy. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Wendy. I was going to come to you and say hi after Dan.
I just like when you said Blue Pleiadian, I didn't know who it was. We were just talking about Blue Pleiadian, so I just found it synchronistic.
Oh, yeah. Actually, because the other day in the language gym, I was singing and talking some language, and I said, and then I asked Takur, through Jim who that was, and Takur told me it was Arusha from the third planet, and Lakesh is on the first planet, and somebody from Wisconsin is channeling a blue from the second planet, and Arusha is here from the third planet. So
Wow, how exciting!
Yeah.
So, how many planets are there? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know. She just told me the third planet. Aren't there 7?
There's 7 sister stars.
Yeah.
So there may be. It could
Are
be Lakesh is from one specific star, and then there's like a grouping of planets around.
Oh, that could be. Yeah. Okay. So
that seems to be the common thing, is that there's a specific star group that appears, and then there'll be different planets from in that star group that will kind of make an entrance later on when people get a bit more comfortable with one of the beings.
Yeah, I have heard something of the sisterhoods. I forgot, like from the Pleiades. So
Yeah.
that most probably are the 7 planets in Pleiades.
No, the seven sisters is the stars, the suns around the Pleiades.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, the Seven Sisters. I heard that. And you know what I also heard, and I've tried. If you ever try to stare at them, they are constantly changing. Try staring at them. First of all, it's very hard to keep 7 in your sights. That's very interesting. I'm not sure which part of the globe they are on at different times of years, at different times of the year. Yeah. So was her information about spirituality? I heard a lot of it. It sounded pretty good? Was it useful?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say.
Yes, it was
And then
useful.
I believe like that is a very, very important message, because even though people, or like the humanity, they seem to understand what the message is, but they don't really apply it in their lives. And that would be the key, to really apply it in their lives, and to be, instead of thinking for oneself, think for others, and be service to others. That'll bring them a lot of joy in themselves. And of
Yeah.
course, that's without expectations. That's the key.
Yeah. And I find the best way to serve unconditionally is to serve people I don't know. Which is like, of course, but the closer I get to people, I don't want to expect anything, but it's sort of like just kind of
That's
happen.
conditioning. That's conditioning.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, it's a lot of people find it hard, I think, to go out of our homes and just be in the community. I think it's hard, but I think each city should have a community center. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, interestingly, I went to this place like where they have elders, like and I wanted to volunteer there just to help out the old people, because it's saddening that you have your children and grandkids, and who are supposed to be there for you, they are not there. They are doing their own stuff, and poor older people are just left alone, and they have so much time to just bury themselves in sadness. And I find that very troubling and very saddening for myself. So actually, I went to this place, like, which is not far from my house, and I was gonna volunteer there. And actually, after having this conversation, I mean, I am gonna go and volunteer.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I want to do that too. In the past, I always needed money, so I was like, I don't want to spend too much time volunteering because I need money. But now I think if I choose an area this might sound a little self-serving, but if I choose an area that I would like eventually to work in, like I went for an interview with a visitation house of children who can only have supervised visits with one or the other parent, and I could also learn to become a parent aide myself, so that I would be part of that, supervisor. I would be a supervisor for family, and I think that's something that fits in along the line of my work anyway. So I went just to do an interview for volunteering, but with sort of the hope that maybe I could get a job in that area. Yeah. Sounds still a little bit selfish, but anyway. But in any case, I would still volunteer without getting the job. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to come from the heart.
Yeah.
And when you do it, you gotta, you do it like because you love doing what you are doing.
Yeah.
So,
There's no such thing as selfishness anyway. It's just a perception put onto us to make us go, we must do this for other people and forget about ourselves. That's one of the biggest issues that has been raised in.
it's not about must. It's about, I guess, a choice. That you choose to. Of course, you try to do what is best for yourself, but at the same time, you also choose to be of help to others. That's it. It's not about you cannot think for yourself or you shouldn't do anything for yourself. Of course, like what I say is, or what I believe in is, in order for you to be able to give to something to others, you have to have that thing in yourself. Like, for example, if I want $20 from you, you have to have that $20. Otherwise, you will never be able to give that to someone else or to me if I need it. Or even though no matter how hard or how much you want to give that money to others, you can't because you don't have it. So in order for you to give, you have to have that in abundance with you. So, that is not selfish. That is self-worth. And again, like, being better yourself so that you can be better to someone else also.
Yeah. I have a feeling that there's a kind of the media machine has created all of these things that we have to, we pay such a money to, the starving kids or the people that we don't actually know about. So we have the TV or the radio telling us about these situations that are going on. And the only way that we're truly going to be able to help them is by figuring out what we can do to create a change within our area that we live in, and then take it to these people instead of shipping money across the river or whatever.
Yeah, and not only that,
cash gets lost in the mail.
Absolutely, and not only that, the so-called people who are there to help those poor people are actually not helping them, but they're just helping themselves to stack the money in their own pockets. And there's lots of that deceiving going on. In those cases, what I say is education and making not money but their education in their minds and awareness is the best thing. And with that, then you could help.
Okay. Gentlemen.
Sustainability.
Yes.
Do you know what I found? And I want to change the topic a little bit, if I might, because it sort of gets into a little bit of blaming. When I see that if you go on Craigslist, you see people who's leaving. Oh, bye, Israel, who's gone. If you go on the Craigslist, for example, you'll see people just like your neighbor selling something, and they're not being honest about the quality, for example. You get there and it's like, what? You said this and that, and there's this and that. Or you go to your local gas station and they're charging $5 for a bottle of water you can get for 50, 78 cents in another store just because they're a gas station.
Yeah,
so the way I see it is that we're all part of it, and so therefore it's just a mirror to what we, in my opinion, what we do on the micro level happens on the macro level around us, and so when we change that, it'll change on the bigger level. And with that said, yes, let's. Is everybody leaving? Who's leaving?
No, that was just Israel.
Oh, Israel left. Okay, yeah. So, what was the major thing that each of you got from what was shared? Like, what really stuck with each of you specifically?
I came in just at the point when Prana was explaining about the spirituality to community side of things. So that was my opening and main kind of point to it. So it must have been quite late into it.
Yeah. And how did you feel about that?
I've actually been reassessing things that I do say and attempting to expand them into a more community-based idea instead of just myself. So instead of sitting there going into the world of the multi-dimensional worlds, which I'm quite frequent to visit sometimes, I wish to bring those worlds to more people and to help people to help show people where the door is. so that they can choose to go through it if they want. But for them to be able to go through that door, they first got to know that there's a door there.
Yeah.
And that's what I've noticed is most people they've been told that the door has been blanked out. There is no door.
Yeah.
When there are so many doorways out of this particular reality that it's kind of hard to walk past it and go, nah, there's nothing there. Because there's always something else that's going on. You can look underneath your feet and there's an entirely tiny world filled with ants and little insects. And you look at it and they may be doing the exact same stuff that we're doing above the grass level. They have no problem with being community-based.
Yeah.
So there must be a way of... I'm pretty sure there's a way.
Yeah.
The human collective can work together and be still very kind of 3D based while being a multi-dimensional perspective as well.
Yes, thank you. Awesome. Yeah.
I'm feeling that
yes.
I'm judging. I'm judging myself and I'm judging my community.
Mm-hmm.
It is so hard where I live. And people get so stuck in that world.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, how do I help?
Sarah, the thing is that your desire to help, right, is great, but you don't have to feel pressure that you have to help. You know what I mean? It is about when you help, you will help. So with that, just be at peace. Don't pressure yourself. Don't expect from yourself either. Just do it when you feel like doing it.
That's not
Sarah, why do you think you judged them?
because I judge myself. And
okay. But
I judge how I grew up. I judge my neighborhood. I judge how the people behave. I judge how they react to things.
It's all about the condition that's been put upon
I no
us.
longer wish to be. And in order to help them, I would have to, even though I understand, because I grew up the same way, it's
what do you think?
really daunting. It is really, really daunting.
Okay. What do you think will be the worst thing that could happen if you went out there and told somebody what you do?
And
what do you think they would say? See, we need to, I want her to get to the root of what it is that she's feeling. I want her to get it out. It's not just the judgment. There are other feelings at play here, and I want her to get them out in order for her to realize exactly what's going on. Because once she sees them, then she can let it go.
So, Sabrina, before we continue, does everybody want to stay online, or would you all like to go offline? It's up to you.
Yes. What would you like, Sarah?
I don't mind either way.
I'm cool with it being live.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for asking, Sephira.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay.
It's just the lives are so hard here.
In terms of...
are hard. Behaviors are hard.
Are you living like in a kind of like in Detroit or some kind of city where there's a lot of...
Not as bad, but there are certain places that are kind of like that here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, now can't you go outside of the community and 5 people that are more like-minded like you.
They're in other parts of the city.
And you can't go there?
Look, hold on. I want to say
Hold on.
something here. I want to say something because I think it's very important. It doesn't matter where you are or how you live, okay? This is what we are here to learn, and this is, I think, is the most important thing that our life has to understand and realize. It's not about the place that you choose. It's about your heart and what the light that you can shine upon the darkness, okay? So I feel like if you have chosen that place, you are at the best place you can be at the time. And
The,
your choice is that you could extend your light in that darkness, and
right.
without expectations again, okay? Because to just find the perfect place is just to run away from the problem, to feel that, oh, this place might be better. But the
No,
thing
no,
is,
no, 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 no.
hold on,
Once,
hold on, once you overcome the what you call the pain or this thing that you are feeling, then you know what, even the darkest place that you felt an hour ago could be the best and the brightest place. So what I'm saying is, as people say, the universe is within you. You don't have to look for anywhere else. Don't judge. I mean, you are saying that you are judging people because it's the condition that's been put upon us, the way we grew up, and that is their thing. They don't want people to wake up like you are waking up and understanding. You are experiencing the chain and the pressure that's been put around you, and now you are trying to break free of it, and that is a beautiful thing. See the beauty in your strength and in your power, and break that chain, and you walk free. You have that confidence and you walk free, knowing that you broke free of that and you are happy no matter where you were. Once you shine that light, no, yeah, it might take people to, it'll be very hard for people to break free of their conditions, but just like you broke free, they will have an example to follow, and you, guess what? You are an example of that light and the brightness. All
right.
the, yeah,
Okay,
that's all.
Prana,
Yes,
Prana, the thing is, I understand what you're saying, right? But what she has to do first, she needs to find the fear within her. She's afraid, and this is my feeling. I could be wrong. She's afraid of being judged for what she's doing. So she needs to work that. She can't
yes,
bring the light out until she sees what it is that she's afraid of. By her finding a community that supports it, and obviously we help her also do that,
right.
but finding somebody with that she can go to, then she can go and bring that light into the community that she's at, because she feels supported. The thing now that she doesn't feel confident enough to do what you're asking, so she needs to take other steps first in order to accomplish what you're saying. Because once she's confident in who she is, she won't care what anybody else thinks,
But
and she'll be able to impart the light in a way where she's free to do it without expectations. But right now she has expectations because she has difficulties within her accepting who
my,
she is
right.
fully.
okay, Prana, before you speak,
Yes,
I'd like to hear from Sarah now. Okay, let's
sure.
hear from Sarah again, please.
I do not have a problem with who I am. I have a problem with what I see.
What you see outside?
Yes. The way people behave, the way they react to things, the way that they're so quick to fight. It's like you can get into a fight just by looking at somebody wrong in my neighborhood.
Yes.
Sarah,
My,
may I? Sarah, may I? Sarah, I want to say something now, please. Sarah, may I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
I just want to say I understand how you feel. For me, it would be like if I was living in a very redneck neighborhood and they were bigots and all members of the Ku Klux Klan. I would hate them and not have any. It would be so hard for me not to judge that and to feel like there's any hope in any one of them for me to reach out to the light with. So it would be really hard for me in that situation, and I understand that like totally well. I've been in situations where I felt like I am responsible to bring the light, and I just thought, well, nobody's interested in it actually, so it's kind of discouraging. So I understand.
I would. It's very few in this community.
Right. So I understand.
What did you say, Sarah?
I said it's not that there wouldn't be people who are interested. It is hard to find those who would be interested, who can speak at the same level, and understand at the same level, and love at the same level, because the love here is.
But Sarah, you know, I have to tell you that I have through my life, you know, I've been put in difficult places, and I always found kind people. I always found like-minded people, and I think though if you learn to let go of the judgment that they are all the same, they will show up for you.
I don't think they're all the same. I really don't. I don't think they're all the same. It's just after a constantly meeting the same type of people, it feels daunting, because I feel that we should also reach those people.
Right. But the way you reach them, it might be in a different way. You might not, you know, because you have to meet them where they are.
And it's hard for me to meet them where they are, is what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something.
No. But that doesn't mean that they're not able to understand it. That doesn't mean that they're not capable of, right? Because we're all capable of love, right? Would you agree that we're all capable of loving?
Yes, but I find myself, seriously, whenever I come into contact with many other people in this community, I find that I want to run away from them.
And actually, you know, I would like to say something here. Sarah, you know, what you are thinking is, again, comes down to expectation, because you want to see the world from your point of view. You want to see them act like you do, and this and that kind of stuff, right? So again, there is expectation. The another thing also that we have to understand is there are lots of souls that's being born in this world, and they have come here to experience something. So they have their soul contracts. So no matter how you want to see the world through your eyes, again, that expectation, let that go, and honor and respect the soul contracts that the other people have come to this world to experience. And just watch them. Just be an observer. No expectations, no judgment, nothing like that. Be in peace with yourself. Love yourself, you know, and just know that you are just observing. And
I can understand all of that, but I feel, because of the way I grew up, and it was a hard time growing up.
Yes.
I had a rough time.
Okay.
Yeah, so
wait. Let her talk, Prana. Prana, let her talk, please.
It's not as easy to be here.
Okay. I can't walk you through this. I'd rather just not do it live.
That's okay. It's just I need to stop even judging myself. I'm judging myself. I'm judging whether or not I'm able to reach them in any way.
Right, because you need to let go. There is a fear in there, and you have to walk through that road. You need to walk it in order to find what it is. And I know it's
Okay.
hard and difficult, but you need to walk, you have to go inside of you in order to see what it is that you're reflecting outside. Does that
Okay,
make sense?
yes, Sabrina, I would like to step in now. And
May I say something after you, Ruth?
okay, so first, I think in the situation where somebody is hurting at the moment, the best thing is really just to listen, because all of these truths that we're offering are true. They're not able to be digested and acted upon in that moment in any case. And we all need gas stations to fill ourselves up emotionally. And after we're filled up, we can have more energy to go out again. So uh, I think, um, yeah, I would just like to be a gas station right now for Sarah and just let her express her heart and her feelings and understand her heart and her feelings. And to take away the word should, to take away the word have to, just to take all that away, because I can see that you're from, also I remember with Arusha, that you have yourself under a lot of pressure to do a lot of stuff. So there's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you should do. If you would, when you want to let go of judging yourself and others, you reach out to a few people. We just there, we share, and we just give love. And it's actually love is the only thing that dissolves all of that. So I just want to say, I feel like if we're just too much giving truth to Sarah, it's too much. Maybe I'm projecting, but.
I appreciate all comments, really, I do.
Okay. All right. So I want to make sure that we're not talking at you and that you feel understood. That's all. Yeah. And since it's my webinar, I'm taking charge. No, anyway. Yeah, it's just sometimes we get excited and we educate each other. And sometimes we just want to be heard. And yeah. So all of the ways to get over it are true. Sometimes, though, we're just not ready for it yet. You know, we want to be, and maybe it is as easy as just saying, okay, I'm letting go and going out there and whatever. But, you know, we need that gas station and we need that fill up and we need that to be understood and embraced and loved and to let go of self-pressure and self-judgment. And it's enough for you right now, Sarah. What you're dealing with is enough at the moment for you, I feel. It's all good. Mwah.
That's actually exactly what you've just said. Leads me perfectly into what I was going to say. Why do
Okay.
you feel that you have to go and help these people? Surely, if you are going out enjoying your life, enjoying your universe, working on yourself, then you're going to attract the people that are like-minded, like self to you. So you don't ever need to go out and actively help people, because they're going to come around to it in their own time anyway. So you don't need any of that pressure, because from what it seems like, Sarah, is that you're still overcoming a lot of your own personal stuff. So going out and taking on the entire world on your shoulders while you've got your own self to deal with, it just sounds like you're putting too much stuff on your plate, and your mouth is only so big to eat it.
And actually, you guys said exactly the same thing I was saying, but in different words. Exactly the same. So we are all feeling the same thing.
Yeah, that's why I said,
Just,
she works
yes.
herself first, and then she can try and do whatever else she wants, but she needs herself,
Yes, the universe
that
is
part of
waiting.
her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm judging everyone around me. I'm judging myself as
Yeah.
well.
Sarah, can I ask you a question? Why do you feel that you judge yourself?
Because I'm judging everyone as well.
Yeah, but ignore everyone else. There's no one else in this universe. There is just you. We are reflections of you anyway. So why are you judging yourself?
because I do not have the answer on how to help them. Okay.
Wait, can you repeat that again, please?
I said because I don't have the answer on as to how to help them at the moment. My community.
But surely, if you worked on yourself with an intention to eventually lead to help your community, there would be other people within your community who wish to help as well. Because you're creating that, so then you will reflect that other people will help. Do you understand that? Because we only see what we create anyway. So
Right.
if you're creating a state of judgment towards yourself, then you're going to create people who are, in your mind, to be judged.
Yeah.
Whereas if you focus on...
Really. Yeah.
Pardon?
I said I'm tired of judging.
Then
It
let it
doesn't
go.
help me and it doesn't help them.
Let it go then. You're
Exactly.
beautiful. You are beautiful.
Sarah,
You don't have anything to judge. You already have the power within you. All you need to do is remember where you put it.
Sarah, if I may, when do you find yourself judging the most? Who are you around when you're judging? Are you alone? Or are you with family? Are you around a man, your mom? Who do you feel projects onto you? Why do you feel that you have to judge around other people? What is it are you judging?
Their behavior, their actions.
Of
the
who?
way they go about their day.
So are you so you're stepping back and looking at the world through the observer, and you're picking out those things that you don't like in people, right? You're judging them. Is it because there's some...
I don't like people, those things I don't like within myself as well.
So the only way they will change is really through yourself. It's how you see yourself. Dan and Prana are right. It's really about you. It really does come. Because when you reflect that joy, that love, that passion, they're going to see that, and then it gives them opportunity when they're around you, when people are around you, to change. Because you're radiating that light, that love. That's when the change is when you change. It's the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror. It's looking at yourself, how you view yourself, becoming the observer without judgment. And that's hard.
And you know, one thing I would like to add is, like, no matter how much support there is for you, the
Exactly.
final thing is that you are the one to take that step of jumping up. It's you. It doesn't matter how much support you have. You are the one to make the decision, and that's what changes everything around you when you say, I will make this change, and I am ready for this change. So, in essence, support groups and all that stuff is all the permission slips for you.
Yes.
The thing is, it's you, and it's you. So
Taking
the strength
courage.
within.
Yes,
Look
the courage.
for the strength within.
It is courage, though. It really is. It's a leap of faith, and it's saying, I can do this.
Okay, Sarah, I'm pretty sure you know that already, right?
Yeah.
It's just sometimes you feel overwhelmed, and sometimes you have the strength to do that, and sometimes you don't, and sometimes you put too much pressure on yourself, and sometimes you don't. And it's always good to be reminded. I just, yeah.
And sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't. Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's
Did
all
I
good.
make you laugh, Sarah?
You made me laugh. Yes, Sabrina.
Sarah, I was, I've been raised Catholic. So all my life, ever since I was about 10 years old, I always been taught through the church that, You know, it's do unto others, and you know how we're raised and stuff, a very strict way. That, you know, don't look at the self, always give to others, that we're less important, but giving is the best, but not so much receiving. So we're kind of conditioned, you know, even through our religions, that it's really hard not ever to look at the self. We're always looking outside of ourselves, and that can be a challenge, you know.
And another thing you just brought up, I give myself all the time to others, freely. Very much so.
But you feel that you're not getting anything in return, right?
Yes.
Is it because you're not giving to yourself?
That could be it.
That you're not allowing yourself to be given to or to receive that love. We're always conditioned to love others, but without taking the love to ourselves. That's why. Yes.
Sorry, Brian.
Go ahead, Ruth. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I absolutely hate to receive. Oh God, it's a training.
Yeah, that's how I grew up. My mother said, you never ask anybody for anything.
See, and so we're conditioned at an early age that it really is. It's the way through generation to generation that, oh no, never look at yourself. Always give to others.
Yeah.
Tithing in the churches and stuff. And that's hard. But the good thing is, as we get older, we have to realize that whose life are we living? Our parents or ourselves?
It's so hard for me to ask for anything from anybody.
Because you feel that you're not worthy enough. It's about self-worth. You are loved. You are that love. You don't have to prove it to anybody. It's you. Just know that you're always supported, but you're right, like Prana was speaking, it's you're the one that has to take the leap of faith, which you call faith, what we call trust. In the New Age, we call it trusting. The churches call it faith. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just an exchange of words. But it's you're the one. Go ahead.
I'm always interrupting you. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm used to it. Go ahead and just flow right in. It's all good.
Used to it. I'm sorry. Oh, I just got reminded of something. What you were saying is that I had this pattern of being very clingy if I started liking somebody emotionally, like a potential partner, and they'd always like run away because, you know, nobody likes somebody that clingy or needy or whatever. And then I said to this one guy, you know what, if you don't leave, if you see that there's something behind that, if you see there's enough worth, if it's worth it, and you stick around and you just help me through it, then it'll be worth it for you, you know, and for both of us. So so I'm coming to the point of self-worth, the self-worth issue, because that was always my big issue as well. And sometimes we just need to know that people are not going to abandon us no matter how we're behaving or feeling. I mean, unless we're just thrashing about with the swords and blooding everybody up. But basically, when people don't abandon us, it helps to overcome. And so that's why I think that, you know, when that situation happened with Max and there were so many people behind me, I had no idea. It was amazing. And then it wasn't a for or against kind of thing. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't trying for that. But I was just surprised at the amount of love and support and friendship that was there, which, you know, helps me with my self-worth. And yes, it comes from me, but I've been working on my self-worth for like 50-something years. And it's just sometimes hard to find a community that is not going to abandon you, or a person. And I just think that helps as well. I just wanted to add that.
Ruth, you're looking good for 30. I know you're turning 30 this year, so you're looking
beautiful. Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you very much. Yes. Yeah. I know. I'm becoming more immortal, you know, with the ET imprinting. I'm getting younger, actually. You know, I just
look like younger.
Yeah, amazing.
No joke.
Yeah.
Really, I feel that way too. And do you know that I changed my profile picture on Facebook, And I can't believe that's me. It's like, that is just not me. But it's so amazing. And, you know, I changed my hair color. My daughter put some makeup on me, and then we took a picture. I'm like, that is just not me. I'm sorry. So
That's why you look like you're in your 30s. You look beautiful.
Thank you. So I think it's the ET thingy, which is pretty awesome. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loved. Yeah, which helps.
Got that ET thingy going on.
It's that ET thingy, the fountain of youth.
You know, it could just be you because you're coming into your own yourself.
Yes.
It's reflecting.
Yes, that too.
Can we own it, please? Let's own it.
Let's own it.
Actually, yeah, I've just got a perspective on this.
Thank you.
Society is crumbling and getting old. So if we choose to live within society's guidelines, we will get old and crumble with it. Where if we choose to step outside the time barrier, space barrier, we're completely everlasting anyway. So we're choosing to not grow old. We're choosing not to crumble. We're choosing to be who we truly are, which is just spirit. So this form, you know, we can shape it into whatever way we want. Some of us want to go a little bit younger. Some of us want to get a little bit older. Some of us may want to change into a completely new species. You never know.
I want those blue eyes you've got there, Dan. That's for sure.
I've had that quite a lot. Lots of people enjoy my eyes. I'm quite fond of them myself as well.
You're very foxy. You're very foxy. That's for sure. Foxy man. You're a foxy man. What do you want to change to, Dan? Do you have a desire to change species?
Not so much species. I've been put in this form to try out the human experience for what I perceive as the last time. So in a sense, yeah, I do kind of want to change species, but not yet. I want to at least get past this life first.
Okay. Cool.
I'm quite happy being, well, I've not had many lives as a male, so this is a fun one that I've managed to try out new things instead of being on the other end of the stick, as it were. I get to be the stick.
This is live, so I will not go there.
Yeah,
but
I'm not going to go any further into it. You know, I'm quite enjoying being a male aspect this time, even though I'm.
We love you, Dan.
I love you too.
Oh God, I still want to say something, but I won't. Okay.
Hey,
hold back, woman.
No, don't hold back. Sephira, you're letting that little yellow button up in the corner that says Google's watching you to dictate
I know.
what you do.
I have to be good. I know.
You don't have to be. You can be as naughty as you want.
They should have like a little button where we can mute what it said, you know, like temporarily.
No.
That would be so cool. Just give me 1 minute to say this one thing, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead and say it. Go ahead.
I can't say it. Oh wait, I might type it in because nobody can see it afterwards, right?
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't be scared, Sephira. Don't be scared.
I want to thank everyone because the issue was weighing on my heart heavily, and now I feel the issue has been lifted.
Oh, good.
Especially when it comes to religion, that's the hardest thing to break. You know what I mean?
No, it wasn't about religion. It's about environment.
How you see others around you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what you know now and how you want to go out and kind of save everybody else, in a way.
But at least I was able to release that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
You know, Wendy, I lived with a guy from Detroit here, and he definitely had to leave his environment to raise himself up before he would go back and bring light there. So sometimes that is also necessary too, instead of.
And actually, Ahakitini talked about that yesterday, Sarah. So.
Oh, what did Hakitini say? I missed that.
Listen to it. It's on a video. So if I asked the question. So I think it will be good for you to listen to it.
Yeah, that's good. That's what. Oh yeah, I would like to listen to that too. I couldn't make it yesterday, sadly. To that.
Can, send me the link, please, because I didn't know about yesterday.
Yeah. No, it was like a one-on-one with Gordon.
With Gordon? Okay.
Yeah. Kind of. It was.
Oh wait, was Gordon channeling a hot Katini, or was Jaguar yesterday? Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, was Jaguar channeling Ahat Tikini yesterday? Ahat Tikini?
Yeah.
Gordon has his own little show going on, and he got Jaguar involved for a channeling chat.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody has the link to that? Where is it?
It's on Google Plus, where I saw it. It's called Universal Teachings, or something along the lines of that.
Sabrina?
Yeah.
Can you change the title on the website, Sephira, it's a webinar with Sephira and Arusha? Because everyone's good at, like, where's Takir? She was supposed to come and she didn't show up.
Oh. That's fine, yeah.
Should I do that? I can also do that. Takir said that I will never be able to say her name unless it's really her. So she said I should never worry about that. If I say this is Takir and I worry that it's not her, like I did a few times. And she goes, don't worry, I would stop you. And I just felt, I had an emotional upset today with one of my kids, and I did talk with Sabrina beforehand, which helped me a lot. But somehow I just felt like she changed her mind today about coming. She wanted to let Arusha come. I think for the questions which were coming, I think she felt also that Arusha could handle them quite well.
Hey, I had a question for you, Ruth. How does your children, when have they seen you channel a little bit?
Oh gosh, no.
Okay.
If I told my son, he would be so negative.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it just takes time.
Yeah, my daughter in Korea actually is the one who keeps in touch with the website. And she wrote me the other day and she goes, are you channeling now? And I'm like, oh, I forgot to talk to her about it because she's probably. Then I explained a little bit to my kids who I actually live with. I didn't. So here's what happened with my son. He applied to go to the colonies in the very beginning. This was back, I think, in December. And he so desperately wanted to go, and he didn't hear anything from them, nothing. And I think about a month ago, I asked Takir again about his application, and she goes, his application has been accepted, and still he has heard nothing. So what happened to him is he got very bitter about it. It's like hope which was deferred made his heart sick. That's what it says in the Bible. And he's just so negative right now. It's ridiculous. And so I can't talk to him.
What happened? That it was closed at the moment?
What, hon?
You let him know the colonies were closed at the moment?
Oh, this was long before that. So I don't know what it is about him. Maybe he's been there and they don't let him know. Or I don't know. But I don't know what to do. So he was very enthusiastic in the beginning, and now he's quite negative. Yeah.
He may be causing the blocks in it, because he may be perceiving it as a different kind of environment, or the dreams may be coming in a different way. That he's currently letting out some of his built-up steam, as it were. And as the doors open, then more stuff comes through. And I've noticed that if I'd started to think about things like this back in before I really overcome a lot of my traumatic stuff, I would probably have or signed up, gone, and nah, this ain't happening, and actually freaked myself out of it.
Yeah.
Instead of going the way I am at the minute, which is, it's going to come to me because I already know I've been there, or I know that I'm going to a new place, or I can create whichever world I want, because there's so many worlds out there that I could go, okay, I fancy seeing a green one with red rivers and big like horse creatures that have like antlers on, kind of like a deer with a stretched neck. And I'm by creating that, I'm actually opening up myself to go and visit it. Whereas back then I would have gone, it's just an imagination, it's just my mind playing tricks on me, or something like that. Instead of going, actually, it's my imagination and my mind's playing tricks on who I really am.
Yeah. Thank you.
He may just be overcoming something, and he'll get there in his own time.
Yeah. Because right now he's projecting the blame outwards, like everybody else is crazy.
That could be another reason for it. Is he's creating this this kind of disconnection from it.
Yes.
The resentment towards the idea of it. So he's blocking that idea from entering into his perception.
Yeah. And I just wish that, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter what I wish. It hurts me. I wish it would be different, but anyway.
That's where time comes in. It just takes time. The more he sees you doing what you love to do, so, being out there, being bold, taking courage, having the courage to do something like this, because it affects your family around you, whether we believe it or not, it will.
Yeah.
And that's
yes. What about you, Brian, when you're speaking a language and your kids are around? They're too small to judge it, right? Or how is that with them?
Yeah, they've sat here and they've listened to it as I'm doing it, and I'm kind of, at first I was kind of fearful, especially doing that around them. And then I thought, well, I could see it through religion as the gift of the Spirit, speaking in tongues. So I just see it as that. And I can explain that as that, which just comes right from the Bible. And then there's really not as much as an issue. Yeah. So
That's good.
It is what it is. But I try to give it to them where it's least fearful,
Yeah. Yes. Very good.
And it takes time.
Yes. How old are your kids?
9 and 5.
Oh, okay. Wonderful ages. Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah.
I looked like it was a bit of a struggle trying to find out which ages they were. I cannot remember their age.
I have to think, which is kind of fun. My mind's not even around that, but yeah, I do. To really think of their ages or something, I have to. I guess it's a part
I don't remember my kids' names, so.
There'll come a day where
an age, so.
I forget my kids' ages sometimes too.
Here's the thing: is like, I call one of them the other name, or I call one child the other one, by name, and the other one by the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Brian, and that means you've been initiated into parenthood.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Brian, I understand that.
It's very well.
It's very hard to remember. It's a lot.
We all do it. I still have to remember how old my kids are.
I still correct my parents, say, "Nah, I'm not my brother." They're always calling me my brother's name. They're like, "Oh, come here." I'm like, "No, No, I'm not coming there. When you call me by that name, you're calling my brother.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have got to go. I was awesome being here today. Thank you, Sabrina, for asking me to set this up. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and much love. Till
Thanks
next
a lot,
time.
Sephira.
Bon voyage. Bon voyage.
Ciao.
Okay, we are going no longer live.